Hi, my name's Saif and I'm a first year medicine student at the University of Sunderland. This video is on how I prepared for my MMI interviews and also my experience doing the MMIs at Sunderland University. I will also talk about the numeracy test that we had to sit. So on a previous video I talked about how to prepare for the MMIs, and on this video I'll give a timeline of how I prepared for my MMIs and also my experience. So before I actually got my interview at Sunderland University, I had to fill in a roles and responsibilities form, and in preparation for my interview I also made sure that I was very familiar with what I had written on that. So I had my interview in December and we had our questions given to us beforehand, which I believe is what medical schools are doing at the moment for the online interviews. So of course, having been given these questions, I made sure I went through the effort of familiarising myself with them and making sure that I was able to answer them. I also went through the effort of practicing these with friends and family. So I believe the medicine interviews for Sunderland Medical School are in December and January, and we got our responses back in February, which is quite a quick turnaround. Another important thing is if you can't make your interview is that you let the medicine admissions office know. Also, the medicine interviews at Sunderland this year are over Microsoft Teams. I'm quite glad that we had this as well because it meant that we didn't have to travel all the way to Sunderland for the interview. And the medical school don't give out any offers until they've interviewed everyone that they've shortlisted. Alongside our interview, we also had a maths test. So in preparation for this numeracy test, I went through the GCSE maths specification and I also looked through the chemistry A-level specification. So in terms of my experience with the MMIs, I quite enjoyed my experience because the staff are really friendly. So my interviews were in the morning. I sat my interviews, got some food, and then just after that I sat my maths test. I actually quite enjoyed it because one, it meant that I didn't have to go all the way to Sunderland, and also the staff were really friendly. I had my interviews in the morning, I had a short break, and then I sat the maths test, and in a few weeks time we got our responses back. And of course, if you're an applicant for not only Sunderland but other medical schools, it might be worth looking at forums such as the student room so that you can get in contact with others that are in your position as well. I hope this video on my MMI experience has been helpful, and I'll see you all next week.